fairies, and welcome back to my channel. It's Laurasia Andrea, and happy New Year's, my beautiful fairies. I hope you guys really enjoyed your holidays, because I definitely did. And if you guys did not know, I did do Fairy December this year, so make sure you guys check out all my later videos. Jumping right into this video, I am going to be giving you guys a table of contents for those fairies that just want to hop around in the video and just go to specific parts of the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take out the back elastic band in the frontal. I feel like every 360 frontal comes with this weird elastic band that has no use to my life, so we really don't need that. So just take some scissors and some tweezers and slowly start to pluck that elastic band off of the frontal, and be very careful because you don't want to rip the frontal at all. Using some bleach, I'm just going to apply that to the front and back of the 360 frontal and apply some aluminum foil and let that bleach sit on the frontal for about an hour, but make sure you guys are checking on it because you don't want to over process it. When the frontal is nice and bleached, I'm just going to rinse it out and apply some shampoo. I will leave everything that I use in this video down below in order of appearance for you guys to easily click on exactly what you need from the video. And I also went ahead to use some purple shampoo, which I let sit on the frontal for about 25 minutes, and then I rinse that out as well. And you guys can see the frontal is nicely toned to my skin tone. It's not overly bleached and it just looks really good. So I'm just going to be showing you guys the materials and items you're going to need for your sew-in today. I'm using a 20-inch canvas head, a dome spandex cap, as well as some needles and some T-pens to create this wig. So taking that 360 frontal, we are going to make that frontal smaller to fit our small heads. You want to take the sides of the 360 frontal where you can see manufacturally they did sew both of those pieces together, but we are just going to recut those because we don't need it together.
Better get the signal. Earning all these coins, it ain't coincidental. Tell them free the doggies, keep them out the kennel. With my same roadies, whipping different rentals. Baby girl, what's your...
So taking the front frontal, we are just going to place it on a canvas head like we would any frontal, and just attach it to the front with the lace and also attach it to the back of the lace, and just braid down the sides of the hair so that they're not in the way.
Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Now we're going to sew down the back of the frontal, and they do give you guys a little bit of lace to play with. I actually think this is beneficial for people like me that don't really like the skinniness of the original frontal. I actually like when they give you a little bit more lace like this. So I'm just going to sew that down, and don't mind like the dye parts on the back of the lace because you can't see it. So I didn't really worry about it when I was dyeing the hair. So yeah.
Bank teller greet me by my first name. Shots, but got the worst aim.
This is what it should look like on all around the sides and the top. And then now we're going to just place the back of the frontal onto the wig cap and sew that down as well. But you guys will see that I kind of put my lace a little bit higher than normal, and that's because I wanted like a undercut type of feel because I do have a shaved head and I felt like the undercut look will look kind of cute or whatever. So I just placed it a little bit higher than normal, but if you guys don't want that look, then definitely place the back frontal a little bit lower to cover up the back of the hair. And then I'm just going to sew both of those parts of the frontal together just like it was originally, but this time it's fitting to a smaller head instead of the standard 22 to 22 and a half head circumference.
City on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's light to me.
And then once I have the middle section of both of the frontals sewn together to make one full 360 frontal again, I'm just going to sew down and secure the top part of the back of the lace to the wig cap just like we did the front. And then you also want to have a little bit of lace left over on the bottom of the back half. That's usually what's in the middle of the frontal, but because we made it from scratch, the excess lace is actually what would have made the lace a lot bigger than you wanted it to. So now we're gonna move on to doing the bundles. I do have a video breaking down how to make a wig from scratch. So for those that want to see that video in detail and just really learn what materials to use, what works for me to make my life so much easier with making wigs, make sure you guys check out that video, and I will also put a card in this video for those that want to see exactly what I'm talking about. So I did end up using about 4 bundles of hair, and for those that are wondering where I got this 360 frontal from, as well as these bundles, this is actually from my old company, Very Stylish. I got about 5 bundles of 36-inch body wave hair, and then I also have a 360 frontal from my old company. I'm not selling hair right now. My company is actually done. I'm not really planning on reopening it, but I don't know. Looking at this video, I kind of got a little bit like, I don't know, maybe I should start Very Stylish up again, maybe I shouldn't. But if you guys think I should start Very Stylish up again, make sure you guys thumbs up this video so that your girl knows. So when I'm done sewing in all of my bundles to my wig, I'm just going to cut off the front and top portion of that wig cap so we can try on our creation. And this is how the wig is looking with my nice little undercut sleeve. And I'm so excited to install this on camera for you guys. So I am doing a plucking portion of this video. I'm not really going to go into detail as far as plucking because I do have a separate plucking video out on my channel. For anyone that wants to know how to do a nice plucking naturally, then definitely check out that video. So this is my little baldiana, my little 20-inch small little pea head, and I did tell you guys I did shave my head. I just recently shaved it again because my hair was growing in a little bit funky and it was just not the move, okay? So I'm gonna take some foundation powder. This is actually from CoverGirl, and I'm gonna put that foundation powder in the inside of that lace to blend in that frontal a lot more to my skin tone. And this is how it's looking. It matches absolutely perfectly, the front and the back, and I'm just so excited to install it on camera. And I will say that this wig is nice and snug and secure, y'all. I shaked my head, I threw my head up and down, and this wig was not moving at all. So the next thing you want to do is make sure that you are fitting your ear tabs with your natural ear placement, and then you're going to move on to installing this lace. I do cut like a few sections to make it so much more easier to install. And then I'm just going to use my Eben Wonder Lace Supreme spray. I have a video out on this already, so if you guys are wondering all about this spray, I have a detailed product review on my channel. I will link it in the card right now. So I'm just going to move on to installing this wig the same-ish, different day, and I will come back when needed.
Slap me, I leave my stain. Bad little bitty keep brain, storm my wrist on rain. Ran up out the bank like it's a robbery. Take care of my mommy, I know she proud of me. Yeah, I want hands by the case slow. Get the millions and lay low. Take mine, what I'm gonna wait for. Put my bros on the payroll.
So I know the frontal was looking a bit cray right now, but we are going to blend it in a lot more later on. So now I'm going to move on to cutting the sides of my ear tab for any part that has excess lace. And then I'm also going to cut the lace in the back of the frontal. It's a little bit like, you know, raggedy or whatever, but I made it work because I did this install all by myself. And if I can do it, that means y'all girlas can do it too, period. So I'm just spraying the even lace spray down and just pulling down that frontal to lay on the lace spray to make sure it blends nice and seamlessly on the back of my hairline, and it just worked for me.
Now I'm wearing brands that I can't pronounce. Money on the floor, try to make it bounce. Money in the safe, it's the safest route. Promise to my kids I'ma make it out. I want hands by the case slow. Get the millions and lay low. Take mine, what I'm gonna wait for. Put my bros on the payroll. Out of sight, out of mind, out my way. Out of sight.
So I'm just doing a little bit of detail work on my frontal and just plucking it where needed, cutting any baby hairs or anything like that. It's kind of weird because certain angles of this camera is making the lace look a lot more darker than what it really is. In person, this frontal and the front and back blends in so seamlessly, and on camera it blends in too. But certain angles, I don't know what it is, but the camera is kind of just picking it up as a shadow. So don't really mind that because it blends in really good. So I just went ahead and did my makeup off camera, and I'm just taking my hair down and we are going to do some wand curls. This hair is so beautiful, you guys. I wanted it to be nice and fluffy. I didn't want it to be too straight when I did my wand curls. I just like that fluffy, effortless, you know, messy wand curl look or whatever. I'm going to brush the hair out and then use some of this heat protectant from Aussie. It smells delicious. And then I'm just going to section off my bundles and use my T3 curling iron and just do wand curls all over my head. I let the curls sit for about 15 seconds each time, and then I spray it with some Sebastian Shaper spray to just hold those curls in place.
We go forever now. We go forever and ever. You know that I'm a trendsetter. You wish that you can do better. No, it won't let her. We go forever and ever.
And then I also use my hot comb from EAP Heat to do the roots of my frontal or any of my bundles to make those be a lot more flat and silky.
It was written like a letter. Think I was born with the juice. Think I was born with the sauce. Think I was born a little crazy. Then I turned out to a boss. Gotta go and get it. I keep running up the digits. Lost my mind, I gotta fix it. Kill the beat, cold killing. Need to change the way I'm living. Never sleeping, I'm tripping. This is forever and ever. We live forever and ever, yeah. We go forever and ever, yeah. You know that I'm a trendsetter, yeah. You wish that you can do better, no, I won't let her. We go forever and ever, yeah. I go and create the pressure, yeah. You wish that you can do better, you wish that you can do better, yeah. Ooh, we go forever and ever. We go forever and ever, yeah. Ooh, we go forever and ever. We go forever and ever. Real hustlers don't sleep. Cat naps all week. On a mission for the green. I've been at it since a teen. No pillow talk, no tea. Out the way, keep it cheap. Shawty told me she a freak. Wap, straight E. We go forever and ever, yeah. You know that I'm a trendsetter.
So that is pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I simplified it as best as possible for you guys to understand. It was a lot simpler than it looked, trust me. But if you guys really enjoyed this video, make sure you guys thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel for more uploads, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Bye guys.